What's up, guys? Ayo! What's going on, my TTG fam? What a day. What a day. What a day. The craziness continues. Welcome, everyone, to the True Trading Group live stream, TTG, one of the fastest growing, highest rated online educational trading communities for traders of all skill levels. Guys, welcome. My name is Michael Edward, head trader of True Trading Group. Began my career working at a fund. They taught me everything it is that I know today, that made me the trader that I am today, and that I share with all of my TTD family members. First thing you want to do right now, if you guys are brand new to the channel, is subscribe and turn on your notifications, because on every single one of my lives, I will be sharing with you guys golden nuggets of information and education that I think are guaranteed to help make you guys better traders. For those of you that have been following my channel for quite a while, you guys can probably attest to this, that you learn something new every time you go through one of these lives. I told you guys yesterday to make sure you get your butts in chat. I told you guys yesterday that GME may not be done, right? I told you yesterday that usually when you have a large institutional short squeeze, if you guys saw my live stream yesterday, I said it could take several days for that short position to be squeezed out. I told you that it's possible that the stock may not be done. I thought it was going to be very, very choppy today, and indeed it was. Early in the day, that stock was moving up 20 bucks and down 20 bucks, up 20 bucks and down 20 bucks until the late afternoon session. We got an all-out short squeeze, and that continued again after hours as that stock went all the way up into the 240 something, I think was the high after hours. Yes, you heard me correctly, 240 something dollars. I think it was like 249 or 250 was your highs after hours. Absolutely insane action. You've got a bunch of other stocks squeezing higher after hours. AMC, another very, very highly shorted stock, that's being gone after now, and there's a massive, massive pump going on social media networks now that we're going after GameStop, now going after AMC, and that stock now continuing, over 100% after hours. That stock now up all the way to $8 during the day. It was trading in the fours. This action is out of control bananas. I told you yesterday to make sure you guys got your butts in chat, and if you did, you had a solid day today, guys. I was 3 for 3 today. Today was actually one of the least stressful days that I've had trading in a while. All 3 of the trades that I went after today, all significant gains on all 3 of them. I got really good follow through on all 3 of them. I got to at least profit target number 2. I'm still long one of those positions, which is trading much higher after hours, and that's WKHS. I'm still long Workhorse. We've got a lot to talk about here tonight on this live stream. A lot to talk about. We're going to go over my WKHS trade. We're going to go over my GameStop trade, and we're going to go over my OSTK trade. I'm going to break down all the technical setups for all of those, and I've got 2 very special guests for you guys here tonight. But before I do, tonight I want to just kind of touch upon something real quicker, guys, because tonight you guys are going to see a lot of people on this stream that are members of True Trading Group that are mentioning their winning trades. But it's important to note that although the vast majority of people in TTG do very well, it does not mean that everyone does. All right. And it certainly does not mean that those doing well didn't struggle at the beginning of their journey. Okay. So tonight I actually want to ask this question first. For all of my TTG family members that struggled at the beginning or struggled at first with trading and were able to turn it around, improve as a trader, and begin to make money as a result of working with TTG, I want all of you to type the number 1 in chat now. I want you all to type the number 1 in chat right now. For those of you that are not members of True Trading Group, or for those of you that maybe just joined and maybe you're struggling at first, I want you to pay attention to all of the number 1s that are coming through in chat right now, because we leave no trader behind. If you guys see all of these people typing the number 1, these are all people that struggled at first, were willing to put in some work with me, work with the rest of the moderators, put in some effort, turn their trading around, and are now able to make money. Notice all of the number 1s that are coming through in chat. Okay? Notice all of the number 1s. We leave no trader behind, and guys, if they can do it, you can do it. All right? It's not going to be easy, but nothing worthwhile is, right? No, it's trading's not a get rich quick scheme. You're not going to sign up to TGD and you're just going to start making, hundreds of thousands of dollars overnight. It's not going to happen. Okay. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You guys have to be able or be willing to put in a little bit of work, just like you're seeing everyone that is typing the number one right there in chat. So very important that I kind of start that off. Start off tonight's live stream because I know a lot of people had big days today. I know a lot of my members had big days today. We had a lot of winners today. We had GameStop, we had WKHS, we had OSTK, we had SPCE. There was a lot of winning trades today in chat. So I know there's a lot of people that nailed it. So I wanted to start off with saying that there first. Okay. The other thing that I want to do now is actually want to see, now that you guys got a feel for kind of some of the TTG members that were commenting, I want to know, like, if this is your first time on a TTG live stream. Okay, this is your first time on a TTG live stream. I want you guys to go ahead and type the letter I in chat right now. Speedy Mark says, I prefer swing trading rather than day trading. That's good because we do both. Right, that is good because we do both. We do swing trading and day trading. I'm actually in a swing trade right now. I'm still long WKHS. Every single day, there's day trades and there are swing trades being called out in chat. Wow, a lot of first timers. Andre, Chai Abeto, Terry Simpson, D. Sean, James Fearless, Duong Tran, Fred Pank, Vimal, Frank, Gonzalo Carroza, Abe Q, Ahmad, Billy Chan, A.B. Kelly, Shiver Me Timbers 2021, Spaghetti Bender, Icky Vickery, Aristotle Mendres, CC Sparrow, Brian Dixon, Brandon Brown, Daddy Saurus Rex, Sam Dupree, Zavi G, Tim, Mark Mitchell, Costa, John, Mike Rumor, Vasco Express LLC, Quaze, Rylandberger, Mighty Gut, Angel Carlo, Mary, Dorito, Chad Hardy, Jasper Lynn, Uzman, Adri, lot of first timers, Katima. What's up, everyone? Welcome. Wow, a lot of first timers. Everybody, welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the channel. I'm really happy to see all of you guys here. Welcome. Like I said, first thing you want to do, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications. I share with you golden nuggets of information on every single one of these lives, okay? I share with you guys golden nuggets of information on every single one of these lives, okay? Totally free, all right? Totally free. My goal is to make you guys better traders after each and every one of these lives, okay? That is my goal, all right? So tonight, like I said, subscribe to the channel. Also, follow me on Twitter. Okay, guys, go ahead. Give me a follow on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @MikeEdward_TTG. Okay, @MikeEdward_TTG right there at the bottom of your screen. Guys, go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter. I'm always posting trade ideas, trade recaps, general market commentary stuff on that Twitter handle. So go ahead and give me a follow. And then, of course, we've got True Trading Group's Twitter. Definitely give us a follow there. That's True Trading GRP right there at the bottom of your screen, guys. Go ahead and give us a follow. All right. Tonight, we will be discussing, like I said, my 3 trades today, which includes GME, GameStop, which is the trade that every single person on planet Earth is talking about. I'm going to break down everything on all the trades today. We're going to go over some important lessons, and then I've got a special treat for everyone. I am going to be bringing on 2 very different guests of equal importance. I've got guests for you guys tonight on this live stream. 2 very different guests, but both of very equal importance. Okay? So tonight's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a lot to talk about. Yeah, my GAN long-term ad, Johnny B. It looks great, man. I'm telling you, that's a good one. I think it's going to be a good year for GAN. I like GAN for the next couple of years. Guys, Johnny B is talking about my GAN trade. That's just a long-term portfolio ad that I notified the TTG group that I bought in the 19s. I think that stock is now up around 24, 25, 23, something like that. I haven't looked at it. It's a long-term hold. It's a long-term portfolio position. I added it a couple weeks ago when it was in the 19s. And I whenever I enter a long-term portfolio position, whenever I add to my long-term portfolio, I always let the TTG fam know whenever I'm entering a new long-term position. And I did that with GAN. So that's what Johnny B was talking about. I'm bullish on GAN and just online gaming and online gambling in general. I'm bullish on that entire sector. So guys, let's get to it. We've got a lot to go over here today. I want to cover 3 trades with you, and then I'm going to bring on my guest. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right to the charts, and we're going to I'll go to GameStop first. Okay, because I know that's what everybody wants to talk about. Everybody wants to know about GameStop. So let's jump to it. Let's go to the charts and let's talk about GameStop here first. Okay, guys, so here we are with GameStop. Now, early in the morning, I stayed away from GameStop. Okay, GameStop was all over the place in the morning. Okay, so we were just up and down, and we were, bouncing around $10 at a time. We halted in here a couple of times, just very, very, whiplash, back and forth type action. I was very busy trading other things. Didn't like the action there in the morning on GameStop. Okay, but my views on that changed in the afternoon. Okay, in the afternoon, I caught a little piece of GameStop, nothing crazy. I got I think it was like $10 a share or something like that. What I saw in GameStop here, guys, GameStop was having this, and again, even during this was very choppy. These are 20-point moves. These are 20-point pullbacks. Okay, even more. Okay, this is like a 30-point pullback. That's a $20 pullback. This is a $30 pullback. Here's another $20 pullback. Okay, so this stock was very, very back and forth early in the day. But what really sold it for me that this stock was going to continue to squeeze higher was when we halted to the downside right here. You see how we halted right there to the downside now going into 245. There's your halt. As soon as we came out of the halt, the stock just ripped. And I'm just saying to myself, I'm like, man, every single time this stock gives you a pullback, you see shorts rush to try to cover that position. And that's why coming out of the halt, you're not actually getting further downside. You're getting complete reversals to the upside. When you have a stock that completely reverses off of a downward halt like that, that's usually a sign of momentum to the upside, because when a stock halts to the downside, you have to realize that coming out of that halt, there's a lot of selling pressure coming out to the downside, because you have all those sell orders that are stuck in the halt that need to trigger once the stock opens off of that halt, and that will sometimes lead to that continued move to the downside. So when you see the stock actually reverse after the halt like that, that's usually a sign of strength, that there is so much buying pressure to satisfy all of your sell orders that were stuck in the halt to the downside, and then reverse the stock back upwards, back towards what was the high, that prior high of the day. Okay, so right up in that action is where I went ahead and I got long GME right there, $1 at $135. Okay, right there is where I got long GME, and we just start to climb our way higher, and I just start to peel some profits off the table here. I wasn't looking for too much. 145, I took a piece of profit off, and then once we got up to this 150 level, it just looked like the stock was starting to tire. Volume was actually starting to decrease, and I sold the bulk of my position there in front of 150 prior to that little halt at 149.87. So $14 a share, $15 a share on that trade. And then we had this pullback, and then we halted again to the downside. This was actually a halt, another halt to the downside. But then what happened as soon as we came out of that halt, what happened again? You see how it immediately took back the halt price? That again was a sign of momentum, and a sign that that stock was still not done, that you still have a lot of shorts that are rushing to try to cover their positions coming out of that halt. And then once you broke through 150, which was your high of the day, we did it after hours. Once you broke through that after hours, all hell broke loose, and the stock went all the way to $250 a share. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Okay, now we're still sitting here 209. We closed the after hour session at 209. Okay, now what I'm going to look for here tomorrow, okay, is for this to actually be a potential exhaustion gap on tomorrow. Okay, I know this might be crazy to people. Okay, I know this might sound crazy, but I would love for us to gap up tomorrow to the 220s. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys my entire game plan tomorrow. Okay, this is exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow. Everybody pay attention, because I'm going to tell you what my game plan is tomorrow. We'll see if this comes to fruition. If it does, this is exactly what I'm going to do. Tomorrow, I'm looking for GameStop to open up around 220, 230. Okay, I'm looking for that gap up. Now, don't forget, we closed around 146. So if we gap up to like 220, 230, there will be a massive gap on the daily chart, a massive gap on the daily chart. I will read that gap as a potential exhaustion gap up. Exhaustion gap ups are typically the top end of a short squeeze. So what I'm going to look for tomorrow is for us to open up around 220, 230, open up off the bell, right off the opening bell, shoot right to 250. Shoot right to 250. Then I'm looking for the stock to get rejected at 250, reverse, pull back down to 220, 210, halt to the downside, open out of that halt, and go all the way back down to 145. That is my game plan tomorrow on GameStop. If that happens tomorrow, I will be buying put options on GameStop. Some people might be saying, oh my God, Mike, you're so crazy. The stock's going to 1,000. That's fine. And it may go to 1,000, but we will see. I'm telling you again, this is what I'm going to be looking for to happen tomorrow. This could be a potential exhaustion gap. Okay. Oftentimes short squeezes are finished with exhaustion gaps. If you guys go back and look at a bunch of prior short squeezes, the end of those short squeezes sometimes occur with an exhaustion gap. Okay. That is what I'm going to look for tomorrow. Now, if that does not happen, I'm not going to look for shorts on GameStop. That's a very specific trade idea that I'm going to look for. Okay. If that does not happen tomorrow, I will not be looking to continuously find ways to short it. That's a very specific trade idea. It's a very specific game plan. My TGD fam, I'll be talking to you guys about it in chat tomorrow. If we get it, don't worry about it. I'll be jumping all over it. I'll be walking you guys through that every single step of the way. I'll be talking to you on the microphone through that entire trade if we do pull the trigger. That's why everyone that's in here, you guys want to make sure you get your butts in chat. I told you Sunday, get your butts in chat. We missed out on a 57% gain on GameStop that we traded on Monday. I told you last night, get your butts in chat today. You missed out on another 3-for-3 home run day, WKHS, GameStop, OSTK. Get your butts in chat. GameStop may not be finished. Even if it doesn't go higher, even if it doesn't go lower, the volatility is insane. This stock is going to be moving $100 in a single day. Be in chat to take advantage of that action. You also have AMC. AMC, another extremely highly shorted stock, is going nuts after hours today. Look for that one to squeeze further tomorrow. EV stocks, all-time highs today. WKHS, BLNK, Plug. Okay, tomorrow you've got Apple earnings. You've got Tesla earnings. There is so much going on in this market. If you are not getting in chat, you're doing yourself a massive injustice. Okay? That's what I'm looking for in GameStop. We will see. Okay? We shall see. I've seen this countless times in the past. If we get the sign of the exhaustion gap up, I'm going to go after it. All right? So that's it, guys. We'll see what happens there tomorrow on GameStop. Now let's go on to what was actually my biggest win of the day. Was actually not even GameStop. It was Workhorse. WKHS, my biggest win of the day. Okay, yep, I am swinging Workhorse. Yes, Federico Valencia says, Mike, are you swinging WKHS? Yes, you bet. Okay, yes, you bet. I still am long some of WKHS. I'm holding on to some of that position. I did take the bulk of my profit off the table, but let's get to WKHS. WKHS today, guys, was a beautiful wedge breakout. If you've been following my channel for a while, okay, you guys know that I've been really trading these wedge breakouts very, very, very well. Lately, I've had a lot of lessons on these wedge breakouts. And if you guys have been following my channel for a while and you've been kind of jotting down some notes on these wedge lessons, you could be capitalizing from these trades as well. So I want to take you guys to WKHS on the daily chart, and I want to show you this real nice, strong, solid wedge pattern you have here on WKHS. Okay, today, WKHS with a gap up, we broke up and out of this wedge pattern. Okay, what I saw on WKHS today was tremendous volume off the opening bell. Okay, when we opened up today, okay, first of all, look at this huge gap up today, right? Look at this huge gap up. But I want you guys to notice, okay, off the opening bell, do you see the volume that came into this stock? Are you kidding me? Incredible volume off the opening bell on WKHS. And when I saw that, I said, guys, this thing's got juice. I'm looking for us to break through and out of that wedge pattern. Okay. So what did I do? I waited for the first pullback. I waited for the very first pullback that the stock gave me. I waited for that first pullback opportunity, and we got it right here. There's my first pullback opportunity, and I go ahead and I get long WKHS. Oh, let me just move this back so you guys can see this more clearly. Okay, we get long WKHS. Go back to my trade alert so you guys can the exact timestamp. At 9:38 a.m., 27.99 long WKHS, 27.99. Okay, on the very first pullback, as we pulled back right into VWAP, and my 23.6 indicator was sitting there as well. So that's where I got long on this first pullback. We pulled back a little bit deeper, down to 27.33. I'm long from 27.99. Okay, but again, look at the volume on the way up off the open. I'm sorry, guys. It's right here. These first two candles. Okay. This is what did it for me, right? Like, look at the volume off the opening bell. Look at that. Look at those first two candles. Nuts. Okay. And then we get this pullback, but notice the volume on the pullback compared to the volume on the morning surge. That is a big indication. Okay. That is a big indication that you guys see here of the big, strong push off the open with huge volume, a pullback with much, much, much lighter volume. That was a buying opportunity for me on GameStop. On WKHS, we jumped in there and then never looked back. This stock was an absolute monster today, and we start peeling profits off the table. WKHS, my first take profit was at 29.05, right there on that first new high of the day, 29.05. My second take profit was at 29.85, just after 10 o'clock. Right there was my second take profit, 29.85. Let's see. Then my next take profit was at 11.20 at 32.23. So 11.20 at 32.23. And I believe that was my final take on WKHS. Yep, no more. So that was my final take on WKHS, and I'm still holding a piece of this position. And you'll see after hours, we are trading all the way up to 34. Okay, so we're up to 33.85 after hours. I'm still long a piece of this position. I'm going to look for this stock to push up into the mid to high 30s and give me some follow through after we have just broken out to new all-time highs. Okay, so let me go back because now this daily chart again. So here's your wedge. Here's your wedge pattern. Okay, here was your previous all-time highs. Okay, there were your previous all-time highs. I would like for this stock to stay above this level now. Okay, this is a clean break above that level. Clean break. I want to see us stay above this level now. Maybe we consolidate here in the low 30s for maybe a day or two, consolidate this breakout. This is a big move for this stock today. Maybe we consolidate this breakout for maybe a day or two and then continue up towards 36, 38. That area of my final take profit on WKHS. That's a strong breakout to new all-time highs. And I'm going to see if I can get some follow through on this trade. Okay. Does anybody have any questions on WKHS? You know, I'm still long the stock. Anybody have any questions about the game plan or what I'm going to be doing with the rest of the position or anything like that? Does anybody have any questions? Are you going to add to it? If we gap up tomorrow, I'm not adding to it. If we pull back, okay, if we pull back and consolidate in the low 30s, maybe in a day or two, maybe I'll consider adding to it. Okay, maybe I'll consider. I'm not going to add if we gap up tomorrow. My final target's just going to be up probably around $38, guys. Around $38 will be is kind of will be my final take profit area is what I'll be looking for. Okay, so I'm looking for us to push up into the high 30s. All right, the high 30s, but we might consolidate for a day or two. That was a big move today for the stock, so we might get a 1 or 2 day consolidation. Okay, we might get a 1 or 2 day consolidation. Okay, now also RIDE, RIDE. I didn't trade RIDE today. I traded, WKHS, but RIDE is another one I want you to pay attention to. Almost an identical chart. Look at this wedge. Another EV play. Look at this wedge. Watch RIDE tomorrow to break up and out of this wedge. If RIDE breaks up and out of this wedge, this is another one. You can have a swing trade that can take you up into the mid 30s. Okay, so watch RIDE. This is another huge wedge on the daily chart. If we break out of this wedge, watch for RIDE to give you follow through to the upside, and you can catch a swing trade also on RIDE, just like we're doing on WKHS. I talked to you guys about RIDE about 2 weeks ago. Do you guys remember? For those of you that have been following my channel for a while, about 2 weeks ago, I told you to keep an eye on RIDE because of this big wedge pattern that was forming on the daily chart. It's still here. Okay, it's still here. This thing's got a chance to get up into the mid 30s as well. Keep a close eye on that. Okay, keep a close eye on that. All right, I like what I'm seeing there on RIDE. All right, I like what I'm seeing. Now let's get on to my third trade of the day, which was OSTK. Another solid trade. Let's go back to the charts. OSTK, look at this, guys. I was throwing darts today. Honestly, I was throwing darts today. today was just I was in the zone today. Just honestly, I was in the zone today. And again, what is the lesson again here from OSTK? It's another wedge. It's another wedge. Like, you can't make this stuff up. Look at this. This is more of a flag or a pennant because you have upside that creates the flagpole of the wedge. Okay, you guys remember from my live stream last night, we talked about the difference between a wedge and a flag. Somebody had asked me that question, and we talked about that. And the difference was, the only difference is between a wedge and a flag is a wedge is neutral, meaning it doesn't come from a trend. Okay, so like this is an uptrend that then forms the wedge, and that's why you have a flag, because this is a flagpole, and there's your flag. Okay, or if the stock came from down here, then that would be your flagpole, and this would be a bear flag. Okay, that would be a bear flag if it's coming off of a downtrend. If it's coming off of an uptrend, then it becomes a bull flag, right? So this is a bull flag or a bullish wedge or a bullish pennant. They're all the same thing. Okay, people want to call them different things. They're all the same thing. So we formed this beautiful long bullish pennant pattern all morning, all during lunchtime, and then what happens at 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock, what happens? Bang, we break out of that wedge. This was textbook. This was absolute textbook. We broke out of that wedge right after lunchtime. And I go, guys, I'm getting long out of this wedge. We're getting long out of this wedge. OSTK, I'm long at 2:06 p.m. at 84.95. 84.95, I'm long. Oh, this is playing with me. So right there, 84.95, I'm long outside of that wedge. Stop loss on this was back beneath that 84 level. So if we fell back inside the wedge, I would have stopped out of that position, but we got a clean break out of that wedge. We got some really good follow through there late in the day. And again, just start peeling profits off the table. This may not look like much, but guys, this is a $6 a share move. This is $6 a share. I'll take that any day. And again, I just start peeling profits off the table, take profits on the new high, and then we shoot up here and I take more profits off the table at 89.39, right in front of what ended up being the high of the day. And then I actually got flat my last piece of my position right down in here. And this was my 3 for 3. And now we're just kind of trading sideways here after hours. But this is another one I'm going to keep on watch. OSTK, another stock that's got a very high short position. Okay, that $86, $87 level was key resistance for the stock. If we open up above that tomorrow, you've got to watch this for some possible continuation, some possible follow through, as shorts all across the board are just getting burned this week. Shorts are just getting burned this week. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about the OSTK trade specifically? Anybody have questions about the OSTK trade? How did OSTK get on your radar? OSTK was on my radar because it was one of the leading gainers on the day, was one of my top gainers of the day. So as I'm going through lunchtime, you guys have to realize when I'm going through lunchtime, okay, during lunchtime, what I'm doing is I'm going through and creating a new watch list. That's what I do during lunchtime, because my watch list in the morning is going to be different than my watch list in the afternoon. During lunchtime, when everybody else is eating lunch or, going to the gym or doing whatever, or farting around, I'm looking at charts. Okay, I'm looking at charts. I'm trying to see what setups can give me a potential afternoon move. And you want to look for stocks that are strong in the morning, that consolidate above key support levels during lunch. And then in the afternoon, coming at lunchtime is typically from 12:30 to 2 o'clock, or excuse me, from 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Eastern till around 2 p.m. Eastern, give or take maybe 15 or 20 minutes both ways. Okay, that's typically your lunchtime session. So I love to find stocks that are strong from 9:30 to 12, consolidate from 12 to 2, and then you look for that continuation move from 2 to the close. Okay, so as I'm going through my list of stocks, like what are my top gainers on the day? Because you want to find stocks that were strong in the morning. What are my top gainers? OSTK was one of them. And when I looked at the OSTK chart, what do I see? That beautiful wedge. I see that beautiful pennant pattern. And I go, come on the microphone. And I go, guys, OSTK, another highly shorted stock, beautiful pennant pattern here during lunchtime. This may give us a move in the afternoon. And we went after it, 84.94, rode that thing up to $90. I'll take it. $5 a share, no problem. All day long. And that's another stock that's on my watch list for tomorrow. Okay, again, 86.87 is a key level of resistance. If we gap above that, watch for that level to hold and look for that stock to push up maybe even into the low hundreds. OSTK's got a big short position on it too, guys. Okay, OSTK's got a big short position on it too. I think you can see that stock well into the hundreds if that thing starts to squeeze. That is firmly on my watch list for tomorrow. So make sure you guys, again, are in chat, because OSTK is another one that I think could give you a big short squeeze. Okay, so you guys want to make sure that you get your butts in chat and you guys are ready to take advantage of that action. Then you have WWR. For those of you that have been following the channel for a while, you guys, I told you guys about WWR. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, you guys will see WWR today. What happened? We broke above that 750, 760 resistance level that I've been talking about on my live for the last couple of days, and you got to push all the way up to 850. Look for that 750 area to now become support. Okay, look for 750 to be support. I think WWR can make a push up well over $9. I do not think WWR is finished. I think that stock's got more room to the upside as well. Congratulations. I know there's a lot of my TTG members that are still in WWR off of that swing trade analysis. Look for 750 to now be an area of support. Okay, so that's it, guys. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. All right, I love it. All right, I love it. Now, what I want to do here, guys, we've got a lot to get into. My thoughts on AMC. Guys, my thoughts on AMC tomorrow is it is firmly on my watch list. I see a lot of people are asking me about AMC. AMC is firmly on my watch list tomorrow. I'm telling you guys this right now. When I wake up tomorrow, the first 4 stocks that I'm going to look at are going to be GameStop, AMC, OSTK, and WKHS. Those are the first 4 stocks that I'm going to check the second I wake up in the morning to see what they're doing. Okay. So guys, that does it for my trade recaps there on the day. Again, another really big day, 3 for 3. Guys, go ahead and smash that like button. How many of my TTG family members, how many of you guys made some money today on some of the calls that we had in chat? I want you guys to go ahead and sound off in chat right now. If my TTG fam, if you guys made some money, okay. If you guys made some money today in chat, my TTG fam, I want you guys to sound off in chat. If you guys did well today off of the TTG alerts, whether if it was WKHS, GameStop, whether it was SPCE, OSTK, sound off in chat. If you guys did well today, I want to see it. Tell me about it. All right. I want to see how you guys did. Sound off in chat. I love seeing you guys' successes. Now, I want to see you guys smash that like button for me right now, because I'm going to get ready to bring on 2 very special guests. 2 very special guests, okay? 2 totally different stories and situations, both of extremely equal importance. My first guest is a TTG member that is only 20 years old, okay? And has dedicated himself to becoming a better trader by studying the courses and paper trading. He's going to share his story and his experience paper trading GME with you guys today. Okay. And then our second guest is a TGD member who started trading in May of 2020 on his own and ended up losing $50,000 in the process. He's here tonight to tell you his story of how he started and where he is now, thanks to joining the TTG fam. Okay, so with that being said, guys, I want you to welcome my very first guest of the night. Everybody give a big shout out, TTG fam. Please welcome my boy, Malcolm. Everybody give a big shout out and a big welcome.
Hey, yo.
What's up, my
How
man?
you guys doing today? What's going on, my man?
How you doing, bro? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me turn off my screen share. There we go. What's up, man? How you doing?
Yo, I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me here, guys. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys making money, you feel me?
Hell yeah, bro. Listen, dude, first and foremost, I've got to tell you, I respect the ever loving shit out of you for getting this motivated and this dedicated at the age of 20 years old. You are going to be so happy when you're 30 years old and you're making more money than all your friends, and everyone's going to be like, man, Malcolm, you bought Tesla, you bought D, you bought Plug, you bought Blink when it was at this and this, and everyone's going to be asking you for stock advice, bro. I can't tell you it's never too early, okay, to start. It's never too late to start. And I commend you for starting this early.
I've been actually telling all my friends, telling my family about you guys, about stocks. I'm like, yo, guys, if you guys are really smart with your money, stocks is the way to go. It will help you succeed as long as you're dedicated and you put your time in. You know, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, you're gonna be successful. All you need is that effort and that time and just the education, and that's what TTG has. And I'm loving it the entire way.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. I love it. I'm glad to have you part of the fam. And thank you for joining me tonight on this live. I really appreciate you doing this. I think there's a lot of people on here who, they start off paper trading. And I think your story is going to relate with a lot of people that are on here. So I really appreciate you coming on here. I've got a couple of questions I want to run by with you that I think would be helpful to a lot of our viewers. Let me start off with just kind of like telling me, when did you start trading? And why? Like, what was your motivation that got you to say, hey, I want to start doing this? And then walk us through your journey before you got into True Trading Group, before you joined us, and what happened.
Okay, so why I started trading was I got into stocks originally back in like maybe the beginning of 2020, and I was like, oh, how to make money in 2020 in January. And then I saw a bunch of things, and I saw like some video. It was like, oh, 11,000 to $30 a day or some stuff like that. And I was like, yo, what is stocks? And I was like investing. I had no clue what was going on. So I made an account. I funded my account. It was when the stock market was just like crashing, everything was shutting down. So I was just like, yo, 3,000, 2,000, 5,000, whatever.
Yes!
I was just investing in everything.
Yes.
And so that part of my portfolio is good. It's building up. I'm still holding some positions. But then I was like, yo, this isn't fast enough. Like I see everybody, like I don't want to be like Warren Buffett and be like a 50 millionaire by the time I'm 80. I can't do anything with my money then. So I'm trying to I want to get young. I'm young dumb. I'm just trying to get young dumb and rich. So then I was like, yo, what's trading? And then I saw people on YouTube talk about trading and options, and I was like, yo, trading options. I was like, yo, these people, Wall Street bets 2 million. I was like, today, I was like, yo, this looks like some GTA 5 like bank account posted up. I thought it was fake. So when I first hopped in, I was uneducated. I didn't know anything. I was just, YouTube videos, all of my brand. I was like, oh yeah, let me just buy this call option, buy this SPY put, whatever. So I funded my account with 2,000, and then I lost it immediately within like 2 days or a week. I don't know what I was doing. I was doing it all wrong.
Yeah.
Now that you guys taught me here, like I can look back, see everything that I went wrong. And now that's in the past. I'm not gonna put that to my progression here because that's gambling. Now I actually know how to trade, And now that I learned, I'm not gonna try and go ahead and make that money back. I'm not gonna chase that
Exactly.
money because I know as long as I just stick to executing good trades, it'll come back to me in a matter of no time. So
Yeah.
I
Hell,
I first struggled, and then I came in. I saw you guys pop up on the stream on YouTube with the YouTube algorithm. So I was like, okay, True Trading Group. What is this? Who is this guy? He was like, oh, Trader of the Year 2008, hedge fund. I was like, yo, this guy's a professional. I was like, yo, this guy knows his stuff. So then I was like, a few days passed, and then I'm still watching the stream. And then, it really sold me. It was like, you were like, yo, $3 for a cup of coffee.
right.
Get into the just the beginning courses. And I was like, man, $3, screw the $3, just take my money. So I just completely skipped past the trial, and I took your word for it. I saw people in the chat room making money, and I was like, yo, if like TTG is providing a real education, and we're getting the education from somebody who used to work at a hedge fund, Trader of the Year award, I was like, yo, I'm gonna take that any day from these fake gurus on YouTube
Yeah,
telling me what to buy and what to hold on YouTube. And so I signed up with you guys. I As soon as I signed up, it was in November 11th. I've been looking at stocks, researching anything I could every day. So when I first started, I hopped in the chat room before actually going through the courses, and then I was listening to you guys, and then you were like giving out trade talk, trade knowledge, and I was like, yo, what the heck is this guy saying? I'm like, he's speaking some mumbo jumbo, man. Like, yo, I gotta go through these courses, bro. I'll be back. So I went through the courses, nose dived in the courses for like 2.5 weeks. And I was like, you know what, yo, let's get it. Now I'm back on my stock account, back on my live account. And then I was nervous. I was like, dude, I'm nervous to hop in this trade. Like this was a new platform that I haven't even learned yet. I was afraid to even buy a stock or sell a stock on the new platform. And then you're just going at like full speed, like in the chat room. I'm like, yo, I need more practice. And I was like, I should really start paper trading. I lost 2K. Why not paper trade? I was like, that's gonna help me get in the motion. But then I was like,
yep,
man, I don't need a paper trade. Like I don't need a paper trade yet. Let me do this. And then I like so then I started following like the Wolf's trades because he's kind of slow, more with the
yeah,
psychology aspect, and he doesn't miss on the X trades. He doesn't miss on the pot stocks, guys. He's gonna make money there. That's his thing. And
yep,
so then I was with him, and I was following his X trades, still not really know what I was doing. And then I went back through the courses again, took my time, actually read through, and I was like, yo, I missed so much things that when you first skip through the course, I just wanted to be certified. I was like, oh, okay. Like if I could
yep,
just pass these, if I could just pass this, I'm good. But it's different. Like when you're actually learning and everything's on sheet and you're reading stuff, it's different from the screen time you're actually gonna put in. So you can read all the books, you can watch all the YouTube videos, but until you're actually face to face with the market on your
yeah,
computer, I wouldn't really say you have that much experience. So I was like, okay, now I'm gonna really discipline myself. I hopped on my paper trading account and like December, like the start of December, I was like, from here on, I'm gonna get this down. I'm gonna work towards whatever I need to do. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to get this down and prove to myself that I can be consistently profitable in the simulator before I hop on my live account.
yeah, man.
So
I was just
no,
gonna say
you can go.
it's so important. Like, and you saw it yourself. Like, you are the perfect example of, like, why I think it's so important for people that are especially starting out that go on this simulator, because what happens to so many new traders, and it's such a shame when this happens. I hate to see it,
They
but
don't even get the
so many
chance.
yeah, they don't give it a chance. They don't give it a chance. So many people say to themselves, they're like, okay, you know what? Let me try out this stock thing. They're like, I've got a couple $1,000 I can mess around with. They put it into account. They don't know what they're doing. They lose it.
Mm,
And then they don't have enough money to put more into the account. And they just give
yeah.
up. They're like, oh, trading's not for me. Well, if you don't know what you're doing, of course you're not going to succeed. Throw me into an octagon and put me up against a UFC fighter. I've never been trained in MMA. Of course I'm going to lose. But let me train for 6 months, and then I might have a chance of choking somebody out.
Practice.
It's like you've got a chance. Too many people just they lose the money too fast because they don't know what they're doing. And I'm so happy to see that you had the discipline yourself, even at such a young age, to have that kind of discipline and that mental maturity to say, you know what, man, I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. Let me go back through the courses. Let me learn. Let me try to practice and implement what it is that I'm learning. And that has turned things around for you and has made all of the difference in the world. And I commend you for doing that. And I want to ask you, because I think I heard it was a big day for you today. So I gotta talk to me about something special that happened to you today as a trader.
Okay, well, actually, it was a big day yesterday. So all weekend I was just going through. I looked at the courses again, make sure my strategy was fine. So prior to, I would just focus on my strategy. No, identify areas of resistance, lines like VWAP, trade line, all that. Make sure I have my strategy down, and then try and implement it all. So yesterday I went like 8 for 8. I made 3.5 times my daily goal for yesterday. I came in today hot on the market, like a cowboy, drawing my gun, and I was taking shots and I was missing. So I actually started the day off red. And then I kind of said to myself, I need to slow down to get from red to green. I don't need to focus on making money. I just need to focus on executing good trades. So for the morning, I went red, and then going into lunchtime, I was just focused on executing good trades, identifying good setups. I wasn't settling for no half setups. I was looking at the market from a neutral standpoint, just seeing the best high probability setup, executing that, sticking to my game plan, and then going green. But here's what kind of messed me up. I went green, and then I started to get a little bit greedy and saying that's not enough, and I need more money today, like I had yesterday. And so what I actually did, I took a nap lunchtime because it's early morning, man. I gotta snooze. I gotta get my Z's, bro. I'm young. I can't be having bags already, dude. So I wake up. I'm like, oh, I hear you guys talking about GME or all this. I'm like, oh wait, hold on, what? A trade's going on? And so I hop back on my laptop. I'm looking at the market. I don't even have a game plan. I'm just like going off you. And like for some people that's okay, but for me, I find myself where if I can't make sense of it, like which I know now, if I can't make sense of it myself and I don't have a game plan, I'm no longer gonna go into that trade. Even though Mike says it, even though the Wolf calls it out, or Jay, Chris, whoever, if you don't feel comfortable with that trade, it's okay not to make that trade, guys.
Yeah, like, exactly. That's important. I like that's the whole thing about True Trading Group. Like we really focus on teaching you guys how to fish, and I don't really and stand on your own 2 feet. It's people can follow our trades all you want, but the real goal is for you to be able to implement the education and the styles and the strategies and everything on your own. Bro, I gotta tell you, man, thank you so much for joining me tonight on this live. I'm so happy to see you, man, this young and with this kind of motivation and this kind of drive. Just keep it up, bro. You're on the right
path. I'm trying to eat. I'm trying to feed the family. Once I get up, hey, you guys are gonna teach me. I'm like, yo, guys, let's look at the stock market, bro. Stock market is chill. Yeah. It's time to make some money, dude. It's a marathon, not a sprint, though. You got to be dedicated. It takes time.
Exactly, man. I commend you for the discipline you've got, man, and you've got a good head on your shoulders for that young. Keep it up, man.
And I want to say for those who are still making losing trades or whatever, or still struggling, when you see people else making money, don't belittle yourself like you can't do that. Like if you're positive $10, 50, 100, or whatever, if you can consistently do that, then sky's the limits. But when you see other people making blowing it out the water, you don't have to belittle yourself. Be like, man, he did that. Why can't, like, what's wrong with me? Like, don't put shame on you. Cause if you don't believe in yourself, that is when you lose, yo.
Yeah.
You just keep on grinding, be
Confidence.
like, cause you don't know what they did to get there. You don't, like, they're winning, but they probably went through hell and back just to be successful. You're
Yeah.
still going through that process, yo. You still gotta work, put in that extra effort because it will pay off in the long run. Promise you.
Good advice, my man. Good advice. Thank you so much for joining me. Everybody, give a big TTG shout out and a big thank you to Malcolm. Malcolm, my man, thank you so much. I'll see you in chat tomorrow, man.
Thank you. I'll see you
later, bro. All right, guys. So that was, man, 20 years old. That's incredible. 20 years old. I got to tell you, man, he's going to be in great shape. He's going to be in great shape as he moves on. So, guys, I want to now bring on to you my second guest of the evening. Guys, everybody give a big shout out and a warm TTG welcome to my man, Jacob G. Everybody say what's up to Jacob G. What's up, my man?
Hey, what's up? Hey, yo.
What's up? Yo.
Good to meet you, brother. In person.
Thanks a lot, man. Jake, thanks a lot for coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. I like that photo you got hanging up behind you. That's nice.
Yeah, that's the Oregon forest.
That's sick.
I can't be out there. At least I have this.
Yeah,
but I do live in Oregon, and that is exactly what the forest looks like here. So it is nice. Quite nice. Come on out.
I got to say, I appreciate you coming on tonight. And I think, like I said, you and Malcolm, my previous guest, have two very different stories, but of such equal importance, because I think there's so many people that are on this live stream that have gone through exactly what you have gone through. And I got to tell you, I'm super happy to kind of hear about your story, and I want you to just kind of first start off and like kind of tell everybody about why, when did you start trading and why, and talk to me about your journey before you joined True Trading Group.
All right. So I've always been in construction. I've always had my own construction business that I learned from my father, worked with him, and then I moved out to Oregon and did that for a long time. So in that sense, I always saved a lot of money. I always kind of I never took on debt and stuff, but I also didn't know how to invest at all. I bought a house 3 years ago, which was a big step for me. And then when I opened a Roth IRA, and I had a friend of mine show me how to show me how to buy a few stocks, right? Amazon, etc. And when the market crash happened, and I noticed, wow, my portfolio just dropped quite a bit. I only had a few stocks anyway, but it got my interest. I'm like, maybe I can manage this. Maybe I can figure out how to manage this. And I also knew it was a huge opportunity, but I also didn't know what I was doing, and the market is pretty unforgiving in that case. But I had all this money, so unfortunately, like I had my life savings sitting there. Knew I wanted to invest in the market, so in that sense, I was ripe for making a lot of errors, and I did. But I learned
It's normal.
yeah. But I learned so much through that process about the emotions and how much trading is psychology. And at first, I was watching YouTube, right? And I found one trader who I really liked and felt like, okay, I'm going to kind of follow this dude. He's more of a scalp trader. And as I learn more now, I realize that he's a pretty fly by the seat of your pants type of trader. And he's good. He just does really well. But it was I wasn't ready for scalp trading at that time. However, because I gleaned a lot from this person, I still actually do scalp a bit. And I do like that strategy, but I combine it with what the chart setups that we're learning, and I can't say enough about how good TTG is just in terms of education. Like, it has transformed me completely, because now I feel very comfortable as a trader, and it, to me, like, I still have to get used to that in my brain, and my, like, most of my friends, well, I haven't seen them in a long time because of COVID. They don't know what I'm doing. You know, nobody knows. Not to say I'm going to go out chatting about it too much, but it's just this accomplishment internally that I'm like, I never, because I always had to work really hard for every dollar I earned, like construction, you know, physically. And I've had some major snowboard accidents and stuff. So I was always afraid that, you know, I wasn't going to be able to afford a lifestyle where I actually could, you know, have the comfort that I wanted, frankly. And so this is life-changing for me, because, you know, like, for example, like today I went and paid $100 for a massage, like deep body work, because I had all these injuries. I'm trying to heal from all that stuff. And I just, you know, I had a breakup like in March, right before coronavirus. And, you know, it just kind of, it just left me with all this time, and then the market crashed. So there, I used up that time by learning about the markets, and I got very, very interested in it. And I had some successful trades. I didn't know enough about position sizing and risk management, and that is what happened. Like, I would have a really good trade, and then I would have this cushion, but psychologically it would make me careless. And I would feel like, oh, well, it doesn't matter if I get the perfect entry or whatever. And I also didn't really know how to read and gauge volume as nearly as much as I feel I'm understanding now. And to this day, Mike, I still have not placed an options trade. I still feel like I know nothing about options at all, because I have not gone through that course yet.
Take your time. Take your time. You know.
And yeah, there's no rush. Although when you were talking about your put options tomorrow, I was like, I wonder if I can learn. No, I don't think I.
Oh, you're gonna go right as soon as we get off here. You're going right to the options course.
Yeah, right. I'll be up all night. But yeah, so TTG has been the best experience. It was okay. I signed up $3, just like Malcolm. Dude, Malcolm, loved your story. Thanks for you're a cool dude. So yeah, that was fun just listening to you, and I can relate to a lot of what Malcolm said, and pretty much like you said. I mean, it's a very common experience for traders to go through. When you get into it, you want to just make money and dive in, and it's exciting, and it feels kind of risky. Like, I suppose it's probably not for everybody, you know. It's like, but after I got beat down emotionally, like, and from the loss, and I felt I had ruined my opportunity. I lost so much money that I didn't think I'd be able to get back into it. And long story short, I ended up having some good jobs come through the pike, and you know, getting some like.
How did you lose? Were you trading on your own? Were you trading with a different, or how did you end up losing all that money at first?
Yeah, so at first I was more cautious, and then one day I had $1,000 loss, and I was like, whoa, like that was like mind blowing, like it scared me. And then once I started following that other teacher on YouTube, I started playing around with way too much position size and risk. One thing I have to stress about TTG, that there's so many things I love. You guys are so straight up with us, and Mike, he really, you tell us very sternly what to watch out for, and that makes a gigantic difference to a new trader. And I feel I'm really internalizing and learning, you know, when to close out my position. A lot of times, like, I can really feel like where the top of the move is, and I'll just flatten sometimes, because a lot of times you're going to get a pullback after a massive extension. And sometimes I'll just flatten, knowing that I might not be done trading that, but at least I'm not going in the wrong direction. So I found that strategy is starting to really work for me. And as the stock's going up, I'm hitting the ask. If the stock is going up that fast, I'm hitting the ask, because if I can tell that it has that momentum and it's just, yep. I'm going for that.
Just throwing limit orders out there.
Exactly. And I use TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, and I'm very happy with it as for day trading. I mean, yeah, there's a couple times when it's opened up and the market is too crazy and things get a little frozen, but I've had some glitches along the way, but I've really learned that program pretty well now, and I do like it a lot. Good,
man. Good. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I know that I actually heard that. I know I asked this to Malcolm, but I really wanted to ask it to you, because I heard that today was a really big day for you.
All right.
And I need you to tell me something special that happened today.
Yeah, so so I've been a member since December only, right? And after that whole big loss, I had to take some time off. I went home to my family. I needed like emotional support. I needed
yeah.
Like, it was rough, right? And I came back to Portland, and I just started working hard, got some housemates to try to help, make that money back, so that not necessarily so I could trade again. I wasn't really thinking that. I was kind of feeling quite defeated. But anyways, after I made some money back working, I did go back into the market, of course. And I still had my Roth IRA, but I had basically day traded that down quite a bit, and it needed some help too. So I started trading again a little bit, and I actually had some really good days. It was right around the presidential election, and I called like the cannabis stocks. Like I traded ACB for 2 days straight, and I made like a bunch of money, and I was like, oh, boom, like I'm back in the game. And then I turned around and lost most of it, and then I lost more, and I was below PDT, and then I was like adding money from money that I didn't want to touch, and I was like, okay, but the whole time I knew that I can do this, and at the same time I was like, this is not working, and I need to figure something out. And I had been I watch YouTube videos a lot, and one day, I found you, and when I did, man, I came on every night from then on, and I still do. And the $3, okay, I paid the $3, and then made like 1,500 that first hour of the day. Like, and I was like, sign me up, guys. And I just feel much more comfortable, much more confident trading, having the whole TTG fam right here in chat. And it just is such a blessing to like be able to sit in my house. Like I'm just like, this is my dream, man. I'm a kind of a hermit, I'm a musician. I like to, I like to be home a lot. So this is kind of like what I've always dreamed of. I didn't want to be busting my ass getting dirty every day. I still like what I do, construction, but this really suits me, and I love it. I'm so grateful to TTG and to you, man.
I've got to give you a big congrats, my man, because I heard as of today.
Oh, I can answer your question. Yeah. So today's the day that I exceeded. Actually, I broke even from my whole $50,000 loss today. It happened over the thank you. Yeah. So yeah.
I'm so happy for you, man. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, and I owe it all to TTG, 100%. And like Adam is, and yeah, we don't, even though Adam's not on the scene, man, I appreciate everything you do, man. So
Adam, where you at, man? Adam, are you here? Well, I gotta see if Adam's here. I don't know if Adam's here. If you're here, come on, Adam, give him a
But yeah, so I broke even today, and I managed to surpass I had a few loose goals this morning.
There he is.
Yeah, what up? And like, yeah. So there's the man who makes it all happen. Yeah. And so it's really fun. It really is a lot of fun, and it is like a family. And yeah, it's just, I'm stoked about it. Like,
I'm so happy for you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm super stoked too, because I know the feeling, man. I know losing 50 grand hurts. I don't care who you are, it hurts.
Oh, it hurt, yeah.
And to make it back after you felt, because I know you still remember I know you still remember that emotional feeling of what it felt like when you lost it, where like you're like, I need my family, I need my friends, I need support, I need like mental health. To make it back is just like to get yourself out of that place and like a fresh new beginning. And it's just like,
it was not okay. Everybody who's listening, who's wanting to get into trading, maybe, trades a bit, it was not easy. Okay. It was not easy. It was very difficult emotionally. Look, I had a breakup, so I had tons of time. My whole mission became this. Okay. And this was a unique year in that I had that opportunity, right? And so it's not easy, and you got to remember that, yes, I made 50 grand, but it depends on how much in some ways it depends on how much you're trading with, what you can make, but you have to start small and work your way up. But I didn't really do that. I was a little stubborn on all of that. I was like, oh, once I really kind of get the hang of it, then I'll sign up for a group.
Right. So many people, so many people do that. So many people are like, well, I've only got $2,000. Let me double that first, and then I'll get. Does not work that way. I'd rather have $700 and education than $2,000 and no education. You got a better chance of improving that 700, which actually takes me to, I'll leave you with this, Jacob. My last question for you. My last question to you, and kind of speaking right to that, is like, what would you say to our viewers that want to do this on their own? They want to like just watch some YouTube videos, train themselves. They want to trade on their own instead of taking $1,300, investing themselves, getting a real education. What would you say to those people right now that are thinking about doing what you did in the beginning?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's easy. I would say, get out of the mindset that you're going to be able to do this and jump into the market, because you won't be successful at first. And it's very easy to think that you will. Now that's the thing, is that's why so many traders come and go from the market. They come in thinking that they can succeed, and then they have a bad experience, and and it happens to lots of us. And I just was determined, and I just made sure, okay, that I wasn't gonna fail. When I became close to the brink, that was when I really had to get more serious. Let's put it that way. So yeah, you don't want to get to that point. It's not fun, but you do have to kind of have, I think, some losses in the market. You have to have that hands-on experience, a lot like what Malcolm was saying. Like, there's no way that that I feel like I would be making the progress. You really have to do. For me, I have to have skin in the game. Like, paper trading for me, like, I did it enough to learn the platform, right? But after that, for me, like, I'm stubborn, okay, like that. So I'm not recommending that you don't paper trade. Actually, I wish I had, because I probably would not have lost that money. Instead, I would have learned how to trade. But until I joined TTG, I still didn't, because there's too much to know. You're sitting here by yourself trying to get the news. You're trying to figure out which stocks are really hot right at this moment, what sectors. You're trying to figure all that out while you wake up. For me, I'm on the West Coast, so I wake up at 5 to get on, at least, sometimes earlier. And yeah, that's just not going to happen. And you need to be in a group, and there is no better teacher than Mike. And
thanks,
many of them, I mean, I love how clear you are and how you repeat, and you really, your love for us and your students, and that you care so much, comes through in everything you do. And I love the integrity that TTG has. It's like,
I appreciate
I,
that.
I feel so grateful. Thank you.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. That really means a lot to me. I really, one of the things I always wanted to make sure with True Trading Group is that it's a real, family environment where it's like, I don't want anybody to ever feel like unwelcomed or embarrassed or ashamed or feel like they're annoying someone, or whether you've never traded a stock a day in your life or you've been doing this for 20 years. I want it to be, an environment that everybody really feels like they belong and they get along. And
that's why I signed up.
Yeah,
it was just very clear. Your heart spoke that out very clear. And it's like this thing where a lot of people maybe think, oh, you're in the stock market, like, oh, that's that's evil or something or whatever. But I guess I'm having to adjust my mindset and realize that this is an opportunity, and I found a great opportunity, and I'm just going for it, and I love it. So here we go.
Thank you so much. I'm so damn happy for you for making that money back today, the break even day today. Tomorrow now we push it back, we push it up into the green. I'm excited for what the future holds for you, and with where you are, you've had a bumpy road, and it feels like you're starting to see the horizon, man. I'm really happy for you, bro.
Just join TTG and you won't look back. Do the $3. If you have an account and you know a little bit of how to trade, at least just join the $3 and come and join some good trades. Like,
yeah, man,
you'll find that it works.
Awesome, man.
And I don't follow TTG all the time because they do teach you. I don't follow every trade. Like sometimes I'm doing my own trades. Like they really teach you how to stand on your own 2 feet. So
I love it, man. Thank you so much, Jacob. You're the man, bro. Thank you for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. Congrats with where you're at P&L wise, and I look forward to seeing you in chat tomorrow, man. We'll keep this momentum going.
All right. Sounds great.
Take care. Have a great night. Thank you, Jake. Everybody give a big thank you to Jacob.
Cheers. Good night.
Later, man. Thank you. Oh, man. I love my TGG fam, bro. Does it get any better than this? Honestly, like, does it really get any? We have, like, how amazing are our members? Like, I've brought on, like, a slew of members over the last couple of weeks, and I feel like they just keep getting better and better, man. I love the team. I love the group. I really do. So a big shout out to Jacob and Malcolm for joining me here tonight. I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys all enjoyed that, and hope a lot of you were able to relate to either Malcolm's story or to Jacob's story. Two very common stories that I hear from traders a lot. Two very different stories, but two very common stories. And I think there's a lot of people that are on this live stream that I think could relate to either one of them, and that's why I felt like it was perfect to have the two of them on here tonight together to talk to you all. And like I said, I want to give them a big thank you, and that was a lot of fun. All right, so thank you so much, guys. Now I want to do a little roll call. Now I want to see, because I know a lot of my TGD fam, I see you guys are all on here, but I know we had a lot of new faces join us on this live stream. I saw when we asked you guys before how many of you are brand new, a lot of people were going ahead and typing those letter I's when I was talking about it. So I want to know, if you're not a member of True Trading Group, I want you to type the letters TTG in chat right now. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now. All right, we got Lath, Roberto Garcia, Rose Doles, Debbie Cooper, Suresh, Dennis, Steve, The Boy, Nicole, Mary, Ant 12, Andre Matthews, Joe Hill, Billy, Sahel, Jeremy Wyckoff, Tim El Sahimi, Jay Mungs, Matt Larico, Tony Atkins, MST Chiager, I don't know how to pronounce that, Stacey McGee, Angel Carlo, Matt G, Sadiq Saeed, Jose Cruz, Tim, CC Sparrow, Mike Rumore, Ronaldo Lara, Tool Girl, Victoria, Mark Mitchell, Kalai. Awesome. A lot of new faces, a lot of non-TTG members that are joining me here tonight on this live. Welcome, all of you. Welcome, 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 all of you that just typed the letters TTG. I hope you guys have been enjoying this live stream. You guys got to subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications now if you guys haven't done so already. But I want you to all to pay attention real quick, because in case you guys haven't realized, throughout the live stream and with me kind of bringing on these members and having them talk to you directly. I want them to talk to you directly, and I want to bring my members on because I want to show you that there's literally no difference between my members that are having success or that were struggling in the beginning and are having success now, or the journeys that they have gone through. There's no difference between them and you. And I want them to come on. I want you to hear from them directly instead of just hearing me. Okay. And I want you guys to pay attention to me right now. If you just type TG in chat, I want you to pay attention, because we are so much more than just a chat room or some trade alert service. True Trading Group is a platform for traders. It is a platform that provides you with the education, but also tools and resources that you need throughout your trading, not to mention a community and with camaraderie and that fraternal kind of environment where everybody truly cares about one another and helps one another. We teach you guys how to fish and how to stand on your own 2 feet. And I'm going to explain to you all here right now how I go ahead and do just that. But first, tell me, what are some of your goals with trying to become a trader? I want to know what some of your goals are. Okay. Like, what would it mean to you to become a consistently profitable trader? Tell me, type your goals right now in chat. Robert Sanders wants to leave my job. Noble Eagle wants to buy a helicopter. Pay for dental work. Financial freedom. More time with my kids. Sean wants that protect. Leave my kids a future. Financial stability as a single mother. Work from anywhere. New career. Self-employment. I got laid off. I have to care for my wife and 4 kids. I understand that. A lot of people dealing with that, man. Still saving for a new car. I want to divorce my mother. Pay the enormous taxes in New Jersey and live comfortably. Create a school. That's nice. It's really nice. Just want to make some extra cash to be financially stable. Freedom and security. Trade from the beach at the ocean. Another stream of income. Good, guys. Be a better trader. Be independent. I don't want to have a boss. Leave money for my grandkids and create generational wealth, a steady flow of income, financial freedom. I love it. I love it, guys. These are fantastic goals. Excuse me. These are fantastic goals. It's important to have goals that motivate you to want to do, because like I said, it's not something you're just going to all of a sudden one day you're just going to start making millions of dollars, guys. It's a process. You have to be willing to put in the work and the time and the energy to actually learn the skill. So it's important to have that motivation that will give you that drive and desire to fight through it and to get to the other end. But believe me, guys, once you do get to achieve your goals, it'll all be worth it. Okay. It'll all be worth it. So guys, listen, for those of you that all just typed TTG in chat, pay attention, because like I said, we're so much more than just a chat room and an alert service. And I want to explain to you guys all how. All of you that just typed me your goals in chat right now, what would it mean to you? Okay. Like, what is it worth to you to learn a skill that could potentially change your lives for the better and allow you to become financially free to the point where you can all achieve the goals that you all just typed to me in chat? Like, what would that mean to you? How much do you guys think that's worth to be able to actually achieve and accomplish the goals that you all just typed to me in chat? Because a lot of our TTG members have similar goals or had similar goals and are achieving those goals. And what I want to explain to you guys is what you're actually getting as a member of True Trading Group. Normally, a 1-year membership would cost you $2,212 for the year. But tonight on this live stream, when you guys use the TTG121, you can get a 40% discount. That's going to bring the price of your membership all the way down to just $1,319 for the year. Okay. That is an all-inclusive membership. Some people might be saying, that sounds like a lot. I want you to think again because it's an all-inclusive membership. And let me explain what you're actually getting for the $1,319 when you use this coupon code. Make sure you use this coupon code because every 24-hour period in the month of January, the price goes up by a couple of bucks. Okay, so tomorrow the price will be higher than it is today. So make sure you guys use that coupon code TTG121 to lock in the $1,319 price point today, right now. But some of you might be thinking that sounds like a lot. Let me explain to you because we're actually taking the top premium trading tools and products and we are bundling them together as part of your True Trading Group membership. As a member of True Trading Group, you are going to get access to the Benzinga Pro real-time news feed and Squawk Box feature that is right in our chat room. Okay, we get live breaking to the second news alerts right from Benzinga Pro's newsfeed directly inside of our chat room. We also have a Squawk Box feature that allows you to turn on the speakers, turn on your speakers, and instead of reading news headlines as they come across the wire, you can have someone read those news headlines to you out loud and can listen to the news instead of reading it. You guys are also going to be getting access to quote streams, real-time level 1, full book level 2, and real-time options data, along with our trade simulator. You heard Malcolm talking about how he uses the trade simulator and how vital and important that was in his journey and in his development as a trader. That allows you to trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data. So you can practice implementing what you learn in the courses, practice it on the simulator. You guys are also going to have access to the Trade Ideas real-time preset scanner that is streamed directly to our members throughout the day. This scanner will give you stocks that are making a new high of the day, stocks that have unusual volume activity, stocks that are your top gainers, leading gappers on the day, all streamed live to our members throughout the course of the day. And then you're also going to get access to TradingView's pro charting software with real-time streaming data as a member. This charting software you see on the screen is included with your membership for no additional fee or cost. All of these features are included. All of these tools are included, not to mention at least 10 easy to follow, actionable, real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders that is sporting over an 80% win rate currently right now, which means over 80% of the time that we are calling out a trade in chat, it is a profitable one. Okay. And when I told you guys this is an all-inclusive membership, I literally mean every single thing that I'm showing you right now is included in your membership, including all of our courses. All our courses are included with your membership. You don't sign up, then all of a sudden there's these pro VIP courses that cost more money that have some special secret in it that you guys need to have. None of that nonsense. When you sign up, you get access to every single thing that we have. This is a simplified version of the education that I received when I worked at the fund. My very first job out of college was at a fund on Wall Street where I was taught how to become a trader. I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught. Okay, I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I've simplified that education and I've created a 15-course curriculum with everything from beginner and foundation courses to advanced courses, option courses, trader psychology courses, swing trading courses, how to trade during a market crash. You name it, we've got courses. You have access to all of it and all new courses that come out down the road. We're going to be constantly adding to this curriculum over time, and you will have access to all of our current courses as well as all of our future courses. There are no ups for any of our courses or premium product tools and resources ever. When you sign up, you get access to everything, which also includes over 90 hours of additional educational video content that is recorded workshops and webinars that myself and the other moderators conduct each month. Every month, we're conducting different workshops and webinars covering various trading topics, and they are all recorded and put into a video library for you to view. You guys can see some of the recent ones. How to turn a $500 trading account into $25K, get out of that PDT rule. How to successfully trade while working a full-time job. How to overcome FOMO and how to have confidence pulling the trigger. Getting started trading options for beginners 101. These are just some of the topics that you guys can see that we've conducted workshops and webinars on for our members. These are live events that members get to attend live. They're all recorded. They're all put into this video library. You can go back and watch them at any other date. But as a full-time member, not only do you have access to this library, but you can also start to join these workshops and webinars now live. Okay. And do not forget, okay, speaking of live events, January 30th is our next Trader Palooza. This is Trader Palooza 4. Okay. Trader Palooza 4 is January 30th. For those of you that are new, you might be saying, what's Trader Palooza? Sounds cool. It's more cool than you can ever possibly imagine. My TTG fam, how amazing is Trader Palooza? Sound off in chat if you guys are excited for Trader Palooza, because the cost of a membership, just attending a Trader Palooza, is worth its own in value, because we are going to be spending an all-day, 12-hour-long virtual trading workshop for Trader Palooza on January 30th. We start at 7:30 a.m. We finish up at 7:30 p.m. That is an all-day long virtual trading workshop. It is all recorded. It will be loaded into the video library once we are finished, where myself and the other moderators in chat conduct 1-hour workshops covering various trading topics, where we are going to be sharing with you guys the schedule so that you can actually decide which workshop you want to attend. You can log in, you can log out, you can log in, you can log out, and we've got a live Q&A session smacked right dead in the middle of that Trader Palooza session of the all-day event. You guys want to make sure that you join us for that January 30th. All TTG members are obviously invited and have access. There's no additional fee for that workshop. It is only for TTG full-time members. You've got to be a member to attend that event. That's January 30th. Guys, a 1-year membership to Two Trading Group includes everything that I just explained to you, and it would normally cost you $2,212 for the year. But right now, tonight, before midnight, you can get a 40% discount that brings the price all the way down to just $1,319 when you use coupon code TTG121. That price is good until midnight tonight. What else is good until midnight tonight? Anyone that signs up by midnight is going to get a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. Okay, that is for anyone that signs up by midnight tonight, a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. Okay, this is the perfect tool for you to stay connected on the go while trading and learning. It's our gift to you. We are even going to cover the shipping. Okay, we are even going to cover the shipping. All right. When you guys sign up, make sure you guys go down to the bottom right of our screen. You'll see a little chat support icon. Click on that, enter your name to claim your free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. Now, the Amazon Kindle Fire, Trader Palooza, this is all great extra value. But speaking of value, guys, all of those products I just explained to you, the Benzinga Pro newsfeed, Benzinga charges $1,188 a year for that service. Real-time level 2 would be $990 for the year. The trading simulator would cost you $750 a year. Trading View, they charge $720 a year for their subscription to their charting software. That is $3,648 in premium products and services that are included with your membership when you use coupon code TTG121. And that's going to get you the 40% discount and a membership for only $1,300. And you're getting all of that included. Okay. All of that is included. That's what I mean by it's an all-inclusive 1-year membership, guys. Make sure you lock in that discount code before the price goes up at midnight. And here's what I'm willing to do for anyone that is still on the fence. If you typed TTG in chat before, pay attention, because I'm willing to make you guys a deal. I'm about to knock your socks off right now, literally, because I'm going to show you how much I believe in TTG and how confident I am that if you are willing to put in the work, this can and will work for you. Here is what I'm willing to offer. Anyone that is still on the fence, sign up right now with coupon code TTG121. Complete all of our courses. Pass all of the quizzes at the end of the courses, and attend one of our private study mentor group sessions. If you do those 3 things and still do not make back the $1,319 throughout the course of your membership at least once, I'm going to give you all of your money back. That's how confident I am that with a little bit of work, the education can work for you. This is the education that made me the trader that I am today. This is the education that has made my members the traders that they are today. You guys see them typing in all their successes and their, what they're, you see them typing in throughout the chat. Okay, you see members commenting. This is the same education that they are all getting. This is why I'm so confident with giving you this money back guarantee, because I stand behind the education. I stand behind True Trading Group, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I stand up here on these live streams and I tell you that it's all about getting an actual education that makes all the difference in your ability to become a consistently profitable trader or not. So I'm going to stand behind my words, and I'm giving you a money back guarantee if you do those 3 things and still don't make back the membership cost at least once throughout the course of your membership, I'll give you a complete total refund. I have just guaranteed your membership cost. So now you literally have nothing to lose except never accomplishing or reaching the goals that you all typed to me in chat before when I said, what are your goals? Right? Well, I said, what are your goals? And you all typed to me your goals. Well, that's what you're potentially giving up now. That's what you potentially have to lose. It's not the $1,300 because I just guaranteed that for you. If you don't make it back at least once after going through all of our courses, attending a private study group, and passing all of the quizzes at the end of the courses, if you do those 3 things and you still don't make that money back at least once throughout the year of your membership, I'll give you all your money back. So what do you guys have to lose now at this point? What do you guys have to lose now at this point? Take advantage of that coupon code, guys. TTG121. Get that discount. Get that free Amazon Kindle Fire before midnight tonight. Get yourself that money back guarantee and join us on Trader Palooza. How many of my TTG family members think that Trader Palooza is worth the $1,300 on its own? Just attending that is worth the cost of a TTG membership. Sound off in chat if you guys think that alone is worth the $1,300. Never mind, do you think a membership is worth $1,319? Guys, take it from current TTG members. They're experiencing the TTG platform on a daily basis. Take it from them. Do you think it's worth $1,300? Pay attention to the comments that you're seeing come through in the chat room right now. Take it from your peers. You heard Jacob. You heard Malcolm. They started out finding us on YouTube. Now you know their stories. Now they're TTG family members. Now they've turned their trading around. There's no difference between them or you. How many of you can relate to Jacob or Malcolm's story? How many of you can relate to their stories? There's no difference between them or you. That's why I'm saying listen to your peers. Listen to people that are commenting in chat when I ask these questions. Don't even just take it from me. Use coupon code TTG121 before the price goes up at midnight. If you guys are still on the fence and you're still unsure, we do have that 7-day trial. You heard Malcolm and Jacob both talk about the 7-day trial, and they signed up right away to become a full-time member. We have a 7-day trial. It's called our TGD3 program that will get you 7-day access to our dashboard to see the resources and tools that would be available to you as a full-time member. You're going to get 3 sample trial courses included in your membership that is guaranteed to make you guys a better trader. These courses are probably easily worth a few $100. They're included with your trial program. Your trial program is only $3. That is less than a cup of coffee. You have all spent $3 on way dumber stuff. I guarantee it'll be the best $3 you guys have ever spent. And it's also going to get you 3 days to come into our trading chat room and trade with us live. Okay. Get a feel for what it's like to be in the chat room, get a feel for what it's like to be part of the TTG community, and get a feel for what it's like to get yourself a professional education. For that, go to ttgthree.com. Again, for that 7-day trial, go to ttgthree.com. It's a one-time payment of $3. It's not reoccurring. There's no order renew. Okay, you can upgrade to a full-time membership at any time during that trial, but you're under no obligation to do so whatsoever. Okay. The flip side is if you guys sign up for the trial, I can't guarantee you that $1,319 price point. I can't get you that free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet, and you guys won't be able to attend Trader Palooza on Saturday. Okay. Those are for full-time members, but you can upgrade to a full membership at any time during your trial and then have access to all those things and be able to attend Trader Palooza on January 30th. Okay. So again, that's ttgthree.com for that 7-day trial. Otherwise, guys, take advantage, coupon code TTG121, lock in that $1,319 price point, because here's the other thing. I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but the price you pay today is the price you'll pay when it comes time for your membership to renew. So let's say next year it's come time for your membership to renew. Let's say next year our membership is $2,400. Even if our membership is $2,400 next year, you will only pay $1,319. That is the price you pay today. You might save yourself 40% today. You could save yourself 50% next year. Okay. So you're locking in that price, and that's the price that you'll continue to pay whenever your membership renews, regardless of how high the price of our membership goes. So guys, take advantage of coupon code TTG121 right here, right now, before midnight. Get your butts in chat. I told you Sunday, get your butts in chat on Monday. If you listened, bank. I told you yesterday, get your butts in chat. If you listened, Tuesday, bank. Get your butts in chat. GME still on watch, obviously. AMC, short squeeze. OSTK, short squeeze. I'm still long WKHS, all-time highs. There's so much action. If you are not in chat, you are doing yourself a major disservice. Use the coupon code TTG121 right now before midnight, and I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Thank you for joining me tonight on this live stream. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications if you haven't done so already, and of course, do me a solid, smash that like button. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Later, guys.